My favorite secluded hike in Zion National Park. Let me show you the most rewarding and low-impact secluded hike in Zion National Park. The Timber Creek Trail is found in Kolob Canyon. Never heard of Kolob Canyon? You will know all about it by the end of this video. I have so much to tell you about how to escape the overcrowded national park trails and find yourself along one of the country's most rewarding hikes. That includes creek hopping, historic cabins, enthralling canyon views, and finding yourself in the alcove of a double arch at the end of this trail. It will blow your mind. Stay tuned until the end to see our final hike of the day, the Timber Creek Overlook Trail. It was a bird's eye treat. I will be showing you 2 of Kolob Canyon's 3 impressive trails. Travel across America with me. I enjoy Zion National Park, but I have to admit the crowds and being required to ride the shuttle bus, hike, or bike to reach the most exquisite hikes of the park is a big turnoff, even though we made our 4th visit there just the other day. We saw a lot, but it was our afternoon spent in Kolob Canyon that was truly rewarding. Kolob Canyon is situated in the northwest corner of Zion, near Interstate 15 at exit 40. Your first stop will be the Visitor Center. There you will be getting your passport book stamped, buying a souvenir, and paying the entrance fee. Hope you have a National Park Pass already. Turn on to the Scenic Road, which climbs past spectacular red rocks and canyons. We went in the morning, and finding the sun in the eastern sky was not the best for the views, which are primarily toward an eastern aspect. We decided to return in the afternoon for better lighting. There is a large parking lot at our first and longest hike. We will be taking the 5-mile round-trip Timber Creek Trail. Hikers follow the middle fork of Timber Creek. When a trail follows a creek, it is generally fairly easy. Plan around 3 to 3.5 hours for this hike. My armchair travelers and trucker friends will be getting an advantage, as this experience will be much quicker. The trail does have an elevation gain of 450 feet. The sign at the top of the trail alerts potential hikers to expect frequent creek crossings. And the worst part of the trail, it's right at the beginning. This part will impact your knees. And unfortunately, it's at the beginning and the end of the trail. And you know what it is? 100 stair steps. We do have to get down to the creek. One of the nicer things about this hike is that there is limited direct sunlight because of the shade from the trees and the steep canyon walls. Take plenty of water and snacks. The water of Timber Creek is unsafe to drink even with filtration, according to the Park Service. They also recommend 1 liter of water per hiker, hiking poles, and proper outerwear. The water in the creek is perfectly clear. Along the trail, you will enter Zion Wilderness. It is common in national parks for a vast amount of the land to be in a wilderness designation. A wilderness designation provides more protection for the land, natural resources, artifacts, and structures. We will be passing by 2 historic cabins on our way to the Double Arch. Spring and early summer is a lovely time to visit national and state parks. The freshly opened leaves and the wildflowers are fantastic to photograph, and they grace the trail with splendor. Also, that time frame is before the huge crowds and higher temperatures. However, in many states, winter weather delays opening of many parks, byways, and trails, as we found out as we were too early to visit Cedar Breaks National Monument this spring. Back to Timber Creek Trail. The trail is 2.5 miles one way to the Double Arch. I know it will be worth it. This is our first cabin. There will be 2 of them. This is the Larson cabin, circa 1930. Can you imagine living in this cabin? Could you do it? Would you try? Tell me in the comments. A marker there reads for you to use site etiquette and protect these archaeological sites. Let's continue down the path and crossing the Timber Creek. This canyon is so stunning. This trail is really fun. Hopping the creek, I think we crossed it just under, get this, 170 times on our round trip hike. Here's a second cabin we will pass by on this tree-studded hike. It is the Fife Cabin, also circa 1930. These folks were here during the Great Depression that occurred almost 100 years ago. Some of us have grandparents that lived during that hard time in American history. I'm sure the Park Service has done a lot to restore these two structures. I'm glad they have. This is a pretty rugged place. I wonder how much farther to our destination. I'm enjoying the wildflowers. And now cactus? Yay! We are getting closer. I can tell. Wow, the contrasting rock, vegetation, and sky are a photographer's delight. This was totally worthwhile. I met a fellow hiker at the base of the Double Arch Alcove who told me she lived in St. George and that Taylor Creek Trail was her favorite. Speaking of St. George, you'll want to watch my video on our recent visit to Snow Canyon State Park. What a fabulous place, probably one of the best state parks in the entire nation. Now, the Taylor Creek Trail is one of my favorite hikes too, and I've hiked over 10,000 miles, so that's saying a lot. Yep, you heard me right, 10,000 miles. Well, I guess it's now time to head back. Remember, we have 100 stairs to climb, and we have another hike to do still. Back in the car and to the end of the road. Kolob Canyon Road in the evening is a true, tremendous scenic drive. Here we are at our final stop in Zion National Park, Kolob Canyon, at the Timber Creek Overlook Trail. This 1-mile trail should take us an hour. Of course, who knows how long we'll want to linger at the overlook point. The trail follows the ridge to views of Timber Creek, Kolob Terrace, and the Pine Valley Mountains. The trail passes through high plateau habitat with animals and plants more diverse than the sagebrush desert, where the tour road starts. Among juniper, pinyon pine, and gamble oak, look for western bluebirds, coyotes, and black-tailed jackrabbits. At the trail's end, the views open onto a vast panorama. From the overlook, you can see south to the Kebab Plateau at the north rim of the Grand Canyon. I can't wait to show you our trip to Toro Week. More steps, more cactus, more breathtaking views, more eye-catching wildflower blooms, and of course, crawling insects. In a future video, I will be taking you through the tunnel and along the Zion Mount Carmel Highway. Be sure to hit the notifications bell so that you stay informed when I post new, exciting, and informative videos highlighting our beautiful country. Hiking boots, on the ground, Unclassic road trip. Please share, comment, and most importantly, please subscribe. Be sure to watch my National and State Parks playlist and the Hikes and Byways playlist for more of this type of incredible outdoor adventures. Thank you for watching to the very end. See you in the next journey.